Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn with a big win over Alabama A&M in Game 1. This is your first time on, Jim. We'll get your thoughts on that game a little bit as we kind of transition and start talking about the Cal Bears as they will enter Jordan-Hare Stadium, 2:30 on ESPN2 on Saturday. Maybe, kind of remind everybody what happened last year. I don't think anybody's forgotten, but go down into the numbers a little bit and maybe take a look at what Cal did in their first game. What can you take from that, or how does that make you feel against, what is this matchup going to be on Saturday? Auburn, right now, at least yesterday, I thought they were a 13-point favorite. Not sure that line has moved, but I'll take a look at that a little bit later. Anyway, we'll talk about these things much more. Got a special guest coming up in segment number 2. We'll leave it as a mystery for now and unveil that. You got to stick around to find out. But I'll give you a hint. He plays for Auburn. So, all right, we are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 9 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. Central Alabama Community College, great place to get a great education right here in Central Alabama. And J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big, no job is too small, commercial or residential. 334-531-0199. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. All right, Jim. Auburn 73-3 over Alabama A&M. Obviously, it was a complete mismatch. We knew that going in. It was a fairly low bar to get over, but they did it with style. They did it with room to spare. So maybe what was the most impressive thing to you?
Well, I mean, I was looking for, on an old coaching side of it, I was looking for, we all knew they should handle the game pretty well. I was looking for what they didn't handle, if there was penalties, if there was mistakes. A concern for me, which I like the handling part, what you said, I think they did. Wide receivers showed us what we all thought, wanted to see. They showed us that we've got 5, 6, 7 guys that could match up one-on-one with somebody and beat them down the field.
Right.
I mean, I'm excited about that once you get in the SEC, if you can get some one-on-one matchups, that may get us some serious scores. But the concerning part was there toward when we put that second group in that second half was the fumbles.
Yeah.
That caught my eye right there. Definitely,
you never like to see turnovers. That was I don't know if that was even the second group. That was Justin Jones that fumbled one of those.
Yes, it was.
That's the 5th string running back.
Well, you still got to be concerned a little.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. And I was very happy to see that Peyton Thorne was pretty much clean.
Right.
I don't think Alabama State had a single tackle for loss. They didn't have a sack, obviously. So that was something that I was very happy to see. There was so many guys that played on the offensive line. I think when they went back and looked at the film, they kind of, Hugh Freeze said that he was well pleased, I think, and everybody, seemed to play their role pretty well. So how will that be moving forward? Will we find a best 5? Are we going to continue to tinker at left tackle, do you think?
I think they're
Did we
just
learn anything this game?
like what we saw in or heard in preseason. Those last couple fall scrimmages where they were tinkering with that left side a little bit. I think that's what they're doing on these first 3 games, leading up to that Arkansas game, is they're tinkering, and then once they get what they want, they're going to lock in for that Arkansas game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was interesting. It's something that I would like to know from our guest, but Auburn comes out and obviously they put up big numbers, but they throw the ball for 450 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I said, kind of talking about last year, I mentioned this earlier, I think in the week, that Peyton Thorne, I think, had 4 touchdown passes through the first 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping, I just threw it out there. I'm hoping he has that many in the first game. He had that many in the first half.
Yeah.
So I was very well pleased with
statistically,
that,
he is number 2 in the SEC right now. Jackson Dart threw for 400 yards. He threw for 322.
In a half.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know how long Jackson Dart played.
Yeah, I don't either.
So that might be something to look into as well. But on the defensive side of the ball, it's hard to really say, I think, what exactly.
They kept it pretty vanilla.
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot of stunts, a lot of things going on like they were trying to blitz them. And there's a lot of times where I only saw three people rushing because they felt like they could get there without all that extra help.
3 sacks.
Yeah.
That was nice. I kind of, was hoping maybe for a little bit more quarterback hurries, but I think when you go back and watch it, you'll see that, there actually were quite a few quarterback hurries. So that's kind of the number that you want to see.
Right.
Are you getting consistent pressure against the quarterback? But the defensive line, Isaiah Rakes doesn't play in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Austin Keys played all that much. He might have played a few downs, but Auburn was able to rest some guys. J.C. Hart,
mm-hmm.
better put some stickum on his hands.
Made
a great
had
play.
It right in
made
his
a
hands.
great play on the ball, very instinctual, beautiful. But got to complete the catch.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, that was the closest they ever came to score.
I think it was one of those moments that they tell receivers all the time, catch the ball before you run. He was already thinking of the highlights, like, look what I've got, and let it slip through his hands.
Steve said, we should have lost to Cal last year. With Thorne fumbling on the 3rd play of the game to Cal linebacker who was robbed of a clear touchdown, that is true, and Cal missing short field goal was one of the many fortunate moments that got AU an undeserved win. I'm not sure there is such thing as an undeserved win,
mm-hmm.
but did they outplay us? Absolutely. There's no question about it. And we will get into that a little bit more in the coming segments. But just to since you bring up the subject, Auburn beat the mess out of UMass last year. I think 59-10 was the final in that one,
mm-hmm.
something like that. And we go out there with a lot of promise, and we didn't really know. And Cal's defense is not bad.
No.
They're not great, but they're not bad. And like he said, the first series of the game, Peyton Thorne takes off running, number 1, because nobody was open. Number 2, but he, coughs up the ball, and it should have been a touchdown, but they ended up ruling it that, he was out of bounds, or I forget what the actual call was, inadvertent whistle. I don't know. I don't remember.
I want to say it was inadvertent whistle.
Was that what?
I
It
thought,
seemed like it, something like that.
Right.
And they end up missing the field goal, but we did the offense. Peyton Thorne threw for 94 yards.
Yeah.
He threw for 94 yards in the game.
Right.
Against Cal last year. So this is the one that I'm looking at. Now, Auburn's a 13-point favorite for a reason, but I'm looking at this and thinking, okay, how much different is this Auburn team? Well, I think Cal is a pretty good measuring stick. Not necessarily about like Cal's this great team, but how much better is Auburn
Right.
this year? And I think we're going to find out Saturday.
It'll definitely be a much more upgrade than what you just played.
Now, being injured now, that'll make a big difference. I mean, they're coming all the way across the country. Of course, they're doing that a lot now, being in the AHSAA, but they're going to be. It's going to be, it'll be very pleasant for us. I think weather-wise, but it'll still be hot to them.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine so. But still, they did not look. They did not look great in their opener, so I don't know. I don't know offensively what the Bears, have this year, but certainly defensively, it's a lot of the same players that pretty much shut down this Auburn offense 1 year ago. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it'll be a very interesting, match for us, as well as because you're going to have a much better defensive line to go up against, with them.
Right.
They're going to present you some issues there. Their quarterback's mobile, so you got some issues in that, trying to figure that out. And I think what you alluded to before we started the program, it was 13. I think you see 13 or 13.5 is the spread right now.
Right. And oddly enough, the most effective quarterback for Cal last year, Sam Jackson.
Yes.
Who is now on the Auburn roster as a wide receiver and already has a touchdown pass or a touchdown catch.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's a completely different Auburn team. At least it was in week one. Will it continue to be in week two? One test down, one to go. And then the next week's the next test. So just got to look at it like that, one game at a time. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back, and hopefully we'll be joined by our special guest. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union, is looking for the next hometown hero. Hometown heroes could be first responders, public service workers, community leaders, pastors, community volunteers, or anyone who is making a difference in your hometown. Submit your nominations now online at myhscu.com. And if your nominee is selected, they will get a $100 Visa cash card and a certificate of appreciation from Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The good guys at Alex City Marine are ready for your boating needs all summer. And now you can get up to $4,500 in rebates on our huge selection of new Landau Tritoons and sacrifice pricing on remaining 23 models. Alex City Marine also has a new fleet of rental boats for fabulous days on the water, whether it's service, new pontoon selections, or rental boats. See the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine on Cherokee Road in Alexander City or online at alexcitymarine.com.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dayville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Get ready to rev up your fall with Adams Motorsports in Montgomery. This season, experience the thrill of the open road like never before. From sleek motorcycles to powerful ATVs to versatile side-by-sides, we've got everything you need to fuel your passion for adventure. Whether Polaris, Suzuki, or Kawasaki, Adams sells and services the best. Go to where the journey begins. Visit us today or online for more information. From East Alabama's first family of power sports, Adams Motorsports of Montgomery.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Truckloads of fresh inventory are rolling into Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Check out the powerful new Chevrolet Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cabs, discounted up to $13,750 off. Chevy Equinox with discounts up to $6,000 off. And listen to this, 2024 Chevy Blazer EV, as low as $295 a month. Brand new Chevy Blazer EV, 24 months lease, just $295 a month.
Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you, just getting started on today's show. We're going to go to the Mortgage Pro hotline and welcome in a very special guest, Auburn backup quarterback Hank Brown. Been so kind to be with us before and back with us today. Hank, thank you so much, and congratulations on the big win.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the show. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Well, look, right out of the gate, I mean, basically you guys did whatever you wanted to do offensively in this opener. We'll transition, talk about Cal a little bit, but just going back to this game, I have to ask, this was so unlike any Auburn team that we've seen in quite a few years. I mean, Auburn throws for 451 yards in this game, and you were a part of that as well, getting in on the action, throwing for nearly 100 yards and 2 TDs. Was the game plan coming in to, focus on the pass and get everybody involved, or is that just how the RPO kind of worked out?
Yeah, I think obviously, I think the game plan, with our new receivers is going to be getting all of them involved because they're all so talented. But I think mostly it's just the way that our RPO offenses ran, that we're able to, get those looks and be able to pass the ball so many times and be able to get everybody involved because, that's what the defense gave us. And so, I love, the way that Coach Freeze is running this offense and has full control, and he's not afraid to take shots and give our playmakers a chance. So.
How was the new Coach Freeze talking in your ear in the huddle or right on the field?
Yeah, when we first implemented it into practice, it's obviously so different because our minds are wired to translate the signals into the plays that we have. And so when he first started talking to us through the helmet, it was interesting, and it was something that we had to adjust to and learn how to, best use it. And so now that we have so much practice with it, it's such an advantage. And Coach Freeze does a great job of communicating with us, obviously up until that 15-second point where it cuts out. But it's been a huge advantage, I think, up to this point to be able to have that communication with him within the helmet.
Now, it looked like, we're going to cover the Malcolm Simmons play, obviously, because we're locally here to Malcolm and really enjoyed watching him over the years grow up and dominate high school football in this area. On that play, just for me, it looked like it was kind of a RPO-style play. I don't know if it was or wasn't, but it looked like it was. And was there signals or anything out there that you guys know? Do you, look at him, or does he know? Is there a hot route or something that he knows he's getting it?
Yes, sir. So it is in the RPO game, and we have different signals that we can give the receivers, based on the look that we're getting from the defense. But that exact look, it was an RPO with his route was already tagged within that RPO. So I didn't have to signal him anything there because I liked the look that we were getting. And as soon as that boundary safety drove down into the box, I knew we were going to have that glance with the corner off. And obviously, I loved the matchup out there with Malcolm. And as soon as he caught the ball, I knew he was going to score.
Now, it's obvious to us, too, if you throw it to him on the first play of the game, then you've thrown it to him multiple times during the game. I think one hit he had was a guy had not a roughing, what do you call that, a targeting, where somebody hit him. They got through out of the game for hitting him in the head. It looks like he's obvious a focal point here. They're trying to get him the ball because of his skills. I also had heard that he had been taking some reps on the outside now. Is that true?
That's exactly right. That touchdown that I had to him, he was the outside guy. But like you said, he's just such a special player that we're trying to get him to learn all the positions so that he's not, just a slot. He can kind of do it all. And he's got that body type and skill type to where he's, able to play both inside and outside receiver, which not many people have that ability to do that. But he's definitely a special one.
And we're currently about to play a clip. I think one of the clips I had talked to you about with Sam Jackson making a catch, in the end zone. Two questions on him. One is, how unbelievable is that to have a guy that was a quarterback get out there and play ball and go up and take a ball away from somebody? But then two, give everybody out there listening the aspects of, you've got a former Cal player on your team now. Is he helping out this week?
No doubt. So the first part of that question, it's incredible to have a guy that used to play quarterback that now is playing receiver, but not only playing receiver, obviously a great receiver, very athletic, can go up and win those 50-50 balls. And it's also probably the most impressive thing about him is his knowledge of the game, obviously, because he played quarterback. He's able to understand coverage while he's, running these routes. So he's able to find the zones that, we're seeing back there as a quarterback, and we're able to be on the same page with him. So that's been a big advantage that he brings to the team. But then also, yes, he has been great this week from obviously coming from Cal and giving us insight on, their players and kind of, things that they do. So it's been definitely big for this week for sure.
Well, I just, like I said, I really enjoyed watching that play over and over, because it obviously was a busted play. You have what they call a free play. You just throw it up and he goes and gets it. And if everybody watches that play over and over, you see the defensive back literally think he's fixing to catch it and holding his hands out, and Sam just takes it away from him. I mean, you can't get a whole lot more athletic play than that.
100%. It was special.
And last one I got for you is, of all the guys that scored this last week, of out of Coleman and Perry and Malcolm and the whole bunch, who is a guy that's fixing to get the next touchdown that hasn't got one yet, that we, we're all waiting and maybe haven't heard of just yet? Is that a Bryce Kane? Is that a, you tell us.
Yeah, I think definitely Bryce Kane, just with his speed, and he's grown so much since he's been with the team that, I think he's bound to be the next guy. I think also another guy who's been with us for a little bit, but Camden Brown is one that's been super solid, very good in camp and in practice. So I think those would be the two guys that I would say for sure are next up.
Hank, one final question before we let you go. Auburn's going to take on Cal this Saturday. What have you seen on film as far as the Cal defense, and what's your impression of them so far?
Yeah, they played UC Davis last week, and so we got some film from that, and then obviously some from last season. Obviously, learning from our game last season, they still have the same defensive coordinator. But they're a very fundamentally sound defense, and I think that they're solid, especially defensively. Offensively, they're very fast. They play fast, and so I think that this week is definitely going to be obviously a lot more of a challenge than last week, and they're a good defense, but I think they're going to try and play us more man-to-man, and that's obviously, in our opinion, very dangerous with the studs that we have at receiver. So, we're hoping that they do that, and we can take advantage of what we have.
Well, you're a man of faith, so are we. You got a Bible verse you focus on for the day or for the week?
Yes, sir. So, this spring I actually got one of my favorite Bible verses tattooed onto my bicep, and it's Acts 20:24. It's, however, I consider my own life worth nothing to me. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me, the task of testifying the good news of God's grace. And I just love this verse so much. It's the verse of the year, actually, for our church here in Auburn that I go to, Auburn Community Church, which is an awesome church, by the way. But I love this verse so much because, I've learned as I've grown closer to the Lord of just how important it is to just put others above yourself and just love others and love Jesus. And, living a life that's selfish and for your own ambition is worth nothing. And so I just love that because, it's the reason why I play football. It's to honor God and to, glorify God and, dive into these relationships with my teammates each and every day and just love on them and try and to show them love that Jesus shows me. And so I just love that verse, and I think I put it on my throwing arm because, it's the reason why I, do what I do. So.
Well, Hank, thank you so much, and love to catch up with you a little bit later. Good luck on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you. Hank Brown, Auburn backup quarterback, and we'll be back with more right after these messages.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin, comfort for life.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
The results are in, and Game Day Men's Health in Auburn has delivered. The certified medical team at Game Day Men's Health wants to help you feel better. Text 334-209-3706 to set up your free testosterone check and consult. Results back in as little as 15 minutes. Tired of feeling tired? Text 334-209-3706 to Game Day Men's Health in Auburn. They make you feel better.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dayville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Thank you so much to Hank Brown for being with us, and hopefully we're going to be able to catch up with him maybe on Thursdays, and we'll see how that works out. But, you know, great information there, and thank you to ESPN and the SEC Network for the clips. All rights are reserved. We like to certainly thank Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines as well. Great sponsor here on the Auburn Blitz, have been very good. They have, you know, we have gotten to know them and we love them. They're good people. They've got two locations, one in Montgomery, one on East Glen there in Auburn. If you haven't checked this out, it may be the best kept secret in Auburn. Tremendous food there. It is absolutely the steaks, the ribs. They got daily lunch specials that you can go there and eat, pick the food up, take it home, cook it yourself, whatever. They got a great selection of wine as well. And for the month of September, because they are such wonderful people and because they are such fans of the Auburn Blitz, you can go into either location, Montgomery or Auburn, and any $25 purchase, if you say you saw the commercial on the Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine commercial on the Auburn Blitz, you get a $5 rebate on a $25 purchase. Now, this day and age, you got better take advantage of every sale and rebate you can get. So just go into any Pepper Tree Steak and Wine, that's Montgomery or Auburn, any $25 purchase on anything in the store, mention that you saw the advertisement on the Auburn Blitz, and you get a $5 minimum rebate there. So Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, go and check them out today. Check out their website, Pepper Tree Steak in the letter N wine.com, and check out their daily lunch specials as well. All right. Luke, your name's not Luke. Jim, Auburn in California.
Mm-hmm.
Again, ugly game last year. Auburn only had 230 total yards. They only had 136 yards rushing. 3.6 per carry, 94 passing yards, turned the ball over 4 times, fumbled it 3 times, threw an interception. I mean, the numbers can't get a whole lot uglier than they were last year in this game. 7 penalties. This was that moment last year. Last year, you know, you beat UMass, you thought, okay, the offense looked pretty good. And they go out to Cal, and, man, you were just happy to get out of there alive. As Andy Curley said, he'll take an ugly loss, you know, any day like that. I mean, an ugly win over a pretty loss, basically any day. So a lot of this same Cal defense is going to be on the field Saturday. It got to be a different plan. Obviously, Peyton Thorne has got to be better, but he was running for his life a lot in this game. Is that going to be different? I don't even think he even had a grass stain on his jersey Saturday.
It'd have been hard to when you were averaging like 30 seconds a drive.
13.7 yards a play, I think.
Yeah.
So I think we averaged 4.2 yards a play against Cal last year. So, again, Peyton Thorne, 9 of 14, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 pick. He was sacked 3 times. Robbie Ashford got in the game, was 1 for 3 for no yards. How do you complete a pass for no yards?
That's
pretty
stout.
It's not easy to do. Sam Jackson last year was actually the far more effective quarterback, and then you remember he got hurt a little bit. And Ben Finley came in and was not quite as near as effective. But Hank mentioned California versus UC Davis over the weekend. Cal, you know, outgained 304 yards to 281. Cal only able to rush the ball for 102 yards. I mean, Jaden Ott is back. We know he's a very talented running back.
I heard he was hobbled. That's
Really?
the word on the street right now is he's a little He was
a little hobbled in the Auburn game.
At least the way they're stating it right now, he's like 75% will play, but he's a little hobbled.
Really?
Yeah. And then the quarterback that they're currently using is the 3rd strings quarterback from last year.
Fernando Mendoza?
Yes. He was 3rd on the depth chart last year at this game.
Yeah. Here's another thing, too. They had 3 tackles for loss and 0 sacks against UC Davis. So UC Davis threw for 221 yards. So
I think what Hank was referring to is if they're in trouble if they try to go one-on-one on the outside because obviously if you're going to stack the box to worry about Jarquez and Cobb and the whole bunch up there, Austin, you're going to put yourself one-on-one in the island. I think we just saw by the clips we watched what Malcolm Simmons will do to you, what Coleman will do to you, what Perry Thompson will do to you. I think pick your poison in this game. If they try to get into a zone and take away some of these receivers, then I think we rush for 200-plus yards.
Got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
At Jacksonville State University, the journey starts with you. It begins with your ambition, your curiosity, your dreams. Here, you forge your own path. You have the power to make a difference, explore new horizons, and turn your passions into your future. At Jack State, we journey forward together. The journey starts with you.
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since now. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is coming soon to the corner of 280 and 49 North in Dadeville. This new 10,000 square foot facility is conveniently located to serve the residents of the Lake Martin area and its many communities. A branch of Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory in Opelika, Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation looks forward to serving your families and your communities, as we have since 1900 at Frederick Dean. 256-750-0381.
Dr. Lisa Daniel is now at Daniel Eye Care. Dr. Lisa Daniel has been serving the Auburn Opelika community for over 20 years. Dr. Daniel specializes in glasses and contact lens, children's eye exams, treatment of eye diseases, and LASIK consultation. At Daniel Eye Care, we strive to treat our patients as we want to be treated, with compassion, integrity, and personalized attention. Come see Dr. Lisa Daniel at 1955 Opelika Road or call us at 821-8889. Daniel Eye Care. Find your focus.
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since now. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
We just keep it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Again, thanks to Hank Brown today. Love to hear from you. Get your prediction in Auburn and California on Saturday, 2:30 on ESPN The Deuce. Ty Sanders says I think Cal will be in trouble if they play our receivers one-on-one. I think everybody's going to be in trouble if they play our receivers one-on-one. But, I mean, at least I say that right now. From what I saw Saturday, they looked very, very impressive. I think it's going to be very difficult for defenses to try to to try to be able to, what do we say? The word's escaping me, but basically cover all their bases.
Right.
They're not going to be, you got to worry about the running backs. Now you got to worry about all 4 positions. Now you got to worry about the tight end as well. So
yeah, that is a major key right there. People are forgetting is fair weather. If you go try to single up Cam Coleman, you go after Keandre or KLS and get him singled up, then you got Malcolm out there lurking around either outside or in the slot. Then you got to worry about fair weather. Then after you've worried about those 4 monsters, there's Jarquez Hunter looking at you in the backfield.
All right.
I mean, Cal's got problems.
I hope we expose a lot of those problems.
I may be missing it, but I don't see right now. At a home game for us, I don't see it being a 13-point game. I see it being more of a 21-point game.
I thought Auburn was going to go out there and beat Cal by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I had reasons to believe that, and they were wrong. I think Auburn could beat Cal by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I have reasons to believe that. I don't know if I'm right or wrong yet. We'll find out. All right, Jim, let's go to the phone line. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Oh, Andy and Jim, how you guys doing today?
Good, Jerry. How about you?
Doing great. Thank you for taking my call, buddy. Yeah, I thought the game this Saturday, I saw our defensive line. I think we got some good players up there, some good-looking athletes, and I know time will tell that, but I was somewhat impressed with that. I was glad to see that. And as far as any prediction goes, I think we're going to roll Saturday. I'm predicting somewhere around 41 to 14, somewhere right in that range. But I might be getting a little bit too much ahead of myself. That's kind of the way I see that game this Saturday. I just think we've got too many weapons right now. So we'll see how it goes, but I appreciate you. War Eagle.
War Eagle. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, 41-14, Jerry said. That seems about right. Now, again, it's easy to get I know the feeling, Jerry. Mm-hmm. I'm trying my best not to get over my skis here. Because I'm reminding myself of all these things last year. I felt like we were going to go out there and, beat them pretty good last year, and we didn't.
Yeah, and I was reminded
turned the ball over 4 times. That doesn't help.
A couple days ago by a friend of mine that follows Auburn pretty well that we also beat Chattanooga years ago 76-10, and we turned around the very next week and lost 6-12.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, it's not like stranger things haven't happened. So
yeah.
But yeah, Ronald says no disrespect to Cal, but Auburn was so up and down last year. We can't afford to lose this game. Our offense had major problems last year. All that's 100% true. I agree with every word of that as well. All right, we're going to take one more break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday, right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Announcing Camping World's Inflation Buster camping program. You can now get into a new RV starting at just $98 a month. We won't let the economy steal your camping season. Take advantage of this very limited time offer and lock in your low monthly payment today.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State Games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State Games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit allagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Thank you so much to all of you out there who are with us each and every day. Be sure to join us every time you can. If you can't catch us live, you can check us out on our Facebook page, Sports Blitz, that's Sports with a Z, or our YouTube page. Go and check those out. Subscribe to them, like them, comment away. We would love to hear from you. Ronald says 35-17, so 41-14, 35-17. Numbers are starting to come in. We feel like that's probably about right. Jim and I will make our predictions at the very end of the show today. Okay, on this day, it is the 5th of September. Remember the 5th of September. 1906, St. Louis University QB Bradbury Robinson throws the first legal forward pass in the history of American football for a touchdown to Jack Schneider at Carroll College in Waukesha, Wisconsin. St. Louis won the game 22-0. They unleashed the forward pass. St. Louis University, Bradbury Robinson, first quarterback, or I don't even know what he was. I don't even know if he called it a quarterback back then. But threw a pass forward for the first time, technically, I guess. On this day, 1960, a young man by the name of Cassius Clay defeated three-time European champion. I don't even know if I'm going to try this one. Zbigniew Pietrzykowski of Poland by unanimous points decision and won the light heavyweight gold medal at the Rome Games. Of course, he would eventually change his name to Muhammad Ali and go on to be one of the most famous, well-known athletes in the history of the world. Happy birthday today, Bob Newhart of Newhart fame. Very funny guy. Just died here just recently, 1929 to 2024. Bill Mazeroski, maybe one of the most famous home runs in all of baseball history for the Pittsburgh Pirates, 1960 World Series against the Yankees. Heavily favored Yankees, by the way. Game 7, 9th inning, Bill Mazeroski, dinger, wins the World Series. The only to this day walk-off in Game 7 of a World Series. Joe Carter did it for the Toronto Blue Jays in 1993 against the Phillies in Game 6. But this was Game 7, the only one. Bill Mazeroski for the Pirates. George Lazenby was James Bond one time. One and done. That was it. On His Majesty's Secret Service. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Her Majesty's Secret Service. 1939. Still alive, by the way. The lovely, voluptuous Raquel Welch. Born on this day. And it ain't cat fight. For all you Seinfeld fans. She died in 2023, unfortunately, as well. Freddie Mercury, lead singer of Queen. Born on this day, 1946. Michael Keaton, one of my favorite actors, born on this day, 1951, 1989 Batman, Beetlejuice, The Paper, Clean and Sober. I mean, man's been in a lot of different movies. Pretty good one here lately, Knox Goes Away. One of the latest ones I saw. Christian Alfonso. Hope Brady on Days of Our Lives.
Oh, goodness.
I was so in love with her. My goodness. I didn't think outside of Linda Carter, I didn't think there was a better looking woman
than Hope.
My goodness. In the 80s, she was it. Lori Harrigan, she was a pitcher on the United States softball team in 1996 that won the gold medal. Nazi Muhammad, center for Kentucky Wildcats for a while, went on to play in the NBA. Roosevelt Colvin won 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots. Now I think he does commentary on Big Ten Network. And Elena Delle Donne, one of the best players in the WNBA. Born on this day, 1989. All right, Jimbo. California at Auburn. What do you like?
38-14.
38-14.
Yep, they cover.
I'm assuming your Auburn Tigers win the game.
The Auburn Tigers win the game going away.
38-14.
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna go. You know, I said last week. I said Auburn was going to score. What did I said? Auburn was going to score 59, I think.
I want to say you said
maybe
50 to 10.
63
yes,
or something like that.
59-10.
And you looked at me and scoffed, and you said, "Surely not. We won't score that many."
I said 49-0. So.
And we scored 73. I'm going to double down.
Okay.
And I am going to get ahead of myself, Jerry.
Uh-oh.
And
he's got his orange and blue glasses on.
I'm putting on my orange and blue glasses, and I'm going to say Auburn wins this game 51-13.
You heard it right here first.
I'm probably putting a curse on Auburn.
That's stout.
But
you dropping 50 on an ACC team. I mean, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna say 51-30. We're going to the high flying circus. The high flying free circus is in town.
All right.
And the flying Walendas are going to be all over the field.
Well, I think that makes it pretty clear that we both think they'll cover their 13-point spread. Then.
Peyton Thorne, he's going to throw for another 300 yards.
Wow. You know, and you and I had this discussion a couple weeks back about statistics for the year, and you said that I think it was around 400 a game they would have, and I said 500, so they're on the pace.
They are on the pace. Yeah, they got ahead of the game. When you post 6:28, you're off to a good. You're off to a good start.
Your grades in school work out pretty well when you start off that high.
That's true. When you can you back that up? We'll see this week for sure. All right, Brett and Randy will be with you tomorrow. Be sure to tune in to them for that. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. We certainly say War Eagle to you all out there. He is Jim Hardy. I'm Andy Graham. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.